afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Haywire Homestead. Today we are totally going to be talking about some exciting and awesome news for our homestead. But first, I thought I would show you a little bit of an update on some of the garden. So over by the house here, a lot of my herbs have already started to go to flower. We have some Ichiban eggplant. I've harvested a couple of them off of there. And there's a few more coming on. And yes, I need to weed. My pickling cucumbers are actually doing pretty good. We've been eating lots of Swiss chard. This is one tomato plant. I put one plant in here so I could have it so we could eat off of it. And I could just come out and pick as I wanted, and this thing has exploded. It's insane. I can't even stake it up anymore, and while we were gone, it got lots of suckers on it and just went crazy. These are our Thai red chili peppers, and as you can see, there's lots of them in there. Bunching onions, and Maggie, out! I don't know why, but my dogs want to walk through my comfrey constantly. So I'm actually going to be harvesting this soon and drying it in order to make some comfrey salve. This is my calendula that I've been picking the buds off of and drying them, so I can also use those in making some salves. But let's head out to the big garden here. And I just decided not to do any editing today. We've been having a lot of problems with the editing software that we use. They didn't update, and for some reason I'm really struggling with it. So we're just gonna do a plain old no frills YouTube video. So just kind of bear with me here just for 1 second. Believe it or not, this is actually better than it was. After fair and being gone at the Homesteading Life Conference, our garden was really neglected. And I am trying to catch up on it in order to get ready to plant some fall seeds. Cabbage, broccoli. I'm hoping to do some, what else? Brussels sprouts. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. All right, so here is some of our tomatoes, and they're actually, we've been harvesting them off, and then I've been freezing them because they've been coming and ripening so slowly that I haven't been able to do an actual batch of tomato sauce or pizza sauce or any of the other things that I like to make. But if you look, I mean, look at this one. Look how big that is. It's crazy. We are starting to fight a little bit of blight. I've got to get out here and take my scissors and bring out everything and clean and dispose of that to get rid of it. The sweet potatoes are doing amazing, and the raised beds, I can't wait to see what the harvest will bring. Unfortunately, our Cherokee tan pumpkin died due to squash or vine borer, but we've been able to harvest one cantaloupe so far. And if you look, there's one, there's another one, there's 4 or 5 of them in there. The green beans, I just canned 7 quarts of green beans today, and I got them most of the way cleaned up. Look at this mess. Look at all that. I pulled all that yesterday. The cucumbers, I'll be grabbing some more cucumbers off of those. This is a muncher cucumber. I got this from M.I. Gardener. This one here is Boston pickling, and I believe I got the seeds from Baker Creek. And it's doing okay. It's not great, but it's doing all right. This is my birdhouse gourd. I've harvested one off of it to dry. I thought these would be kind of fun for the kids. And you can see there's a couple more on there. Over here, we have our loofah. And I don't know if it's got enough time. I'm hoping I got it up because they do have a long growing season. But here, there are actually a couple of little baby loofahs. Okay, we harvested all the potatoes. My kidney beans are still hidden in here, and they didn't do the greatest, so we're just gonna see how they grow and harvest them from seed. These are my zucchinis, and I've only gotten one off of them, and it's like a little round ball, and I do not remember the variety. It's a cute little, it looks almost like a baby pumpkin, but it's green and it's a zucchini. It's really cool. All right, so that was it, pretty much it. Didn't want to take too much time doing the garden tour, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what exciting things are going to be happening on the homestead. So we got our grant from the USDA. Yay! Oh my gosh, we're so excited and a little terrified at the same time. It's a very daunting task. So how the USDA grant works, it's a point system. You have to, there's certain requirements in order for them to give you assistance in regards to need and everything. And it's broken down very specifically, but this in particular gives us two things. Gives us our assistance in drainage, which is going to give us gutters on the barn, and it's going to give drain pipes from those gutters. We're actually going to harvest the rainwater off the large barn. I have some IBC totes for that. And then it's actually going to be creating the drainage and sloping. Remember, if you've seen my previous videos, all the water issues we had in these paddocks, this is all going to be properly sloped and drained to the low area opposite of us and go down toward a creek that's on the other side of a neighbor's property. The other thing is, besides the drainage, well actually, in addition to the drainage, is going to be a gravel pad in the horse paddock. So basically they'll be digging it down, and we'll be doing several, it'll be geotextile fabric, large gravel, and then I think the gravel just gets smaller until you get a crushed lime top, top. So that way the horses have a huge pad, so they're not sinking in the mud anymore. And then the last thing is our high tunnel. So I'm going to start doing lots and lots of learning on how to grow properly in a high tunnel. And it's another reason why we wanted to harvest rainwater, because one thing I do know about growing in high tunnels is that they take a lot of water because you're not getting rain inside of that. So we're going to be taking a trip out to a company east of here, that is actually Amish. And you can order the high tunnels from them, so hopefully I'll get to do a little bit of video. I don't want to be videoing Amish people, most of them don't like that, so I want to be respectful, but we would be able to pick out what we want to do, what size, and any options that we want. But let me show you where we're going to put it. So if you look right along here, out there before the tree line is where it's going to go, and it's going to be away from the tree line far enough so we're not dealing with too much of a shade issue. I've been watching to see how the shade runs there, so it's right on the opposite side of the horse paddock, and it's going to be, if I remember correctly, it's like a 60 by 90. I hope I've got those measurements right. But that is where the high tunnel is going to go. Maggie, get out of there. Come on. Maggie, come. I just wanted to share that with you guys today. And the other thing is, and I meant to tell you guys this, and I brought it up when we were on our way down from Doug and Stacy, or to go to the conference, is that I had a new addition to the farm, and I was super excited about it. And let's head on over to the goat paddock to show you what my husband got me for my birthday. All right, where are they at? Where are they? Maybe everybody's napping. Hey girls! Let's see Riley. See Sadie. Maggie, they're gonna yell at you. Okay, so here they are. Do you see those two girls laying down? Oh, nope, they're getting up. One of them's getting up. You see the one that just got up and is walking over this way from the playset, and the other one that is getting up. Those are my two new goats. They are breeding age does that we picked up from a kid that was aging out of fair. And the big one is the mother, the other one's the daughter. And this is Circe and Electra. And they will both be leaving to go to a breeder here soon. We had to find a new breeder. Unfortunately, the buck that I used last year, for one, is related to Miss Electra. It's her father, so she wouldn't be going to him anyway. And unfortunately, he sustained an injury and cannot perform. So we have to find a new buck for for these two girls, but we found another breeder that has a very nice buck that is registered that we will be taking them to. So there's Miss Circe. I can't see the glare from the sun. I can't tell what I'm videoing right this second. But they're doing really, really well. Nice big girls. We actually bought them and brought them home from fair. So they seem to be getting along really well. Betty was at the breeder, and she was with the buck, and then he hurt himself, so she came home early. We will be getting a pregnancy test done on her to determine whether or not she was successfully bred. If she wasn't, we'll be needing to find a new boyfriend for her as well. But Leia just left about a week ago to that same breeder has a different buck. We just didn't want to put Betty with that buck. It's a dapple, and we would prefer to keep her and these two new girls with a traditional buck. But Leia's down there visiting the dapple. That's the same one that she was bred to last year. And then my other two, my Spanish goat Ramona and Smarshmallow, are visiting a friend of mine's young buck, and they're staying at her house, and they've been there for for about the same time. We basically just took everybody and dropped them off where they needed to be, and that's pretty much it. So there's the new girls. Alright, I don't want to keep you guys on here too long, but I just wanted to share with you guys the exciting news. Thank you so much. Wish us luck on this venture, and I will try to get as much video footage as we progress along with it. Take it easy.